My friend, and here is the car doctor Peter Finn, and next I am planning to give you information that how to replace this Mercedes Benz remote keys battery. And here we can see that battery, and now I rotate that in another side and in that side. And next, what we need to do when we are planning to replace that battery. Okay, and what that battery replace, we need some tools, or then we can also use that remote keys, this extra spare key what is inside in here. And firstly I have to say that this battery replace, this is not the easiest one, but when you look that idea, then you can replace this battery by self, and even that you are not the expert, because there are a couple of tricks when we need to replace that battery. It is not so easy, and be carefully, because if we are too hurry we can damage this remote key. Okay, and first thing is that when we start to replace that battery is that we have to look in that area, this top area in here, and there is first trick that there is 4 small switch what I have to move in here. And for that purpose I have even made in my nail a little bit yellow markings. There is some paint, but in that purpose I need now long nail, because this is difficult, this part to open. Look, and soon we look that closer. Okay, and there is really that black area, and this is this difficult part, because we have to move that switch. And now when I take my screwdriver, we can see that this is the trick. I have to move that in this direction, look, and keep that in this position. And same time, when I keep that, I have to move and remove that spare key in here. And this is the most difficult thing if we have short nails or we have this slippery skin, because we have to move that area in this direction, and then that key pop out. Look, and for that purpose we need now some screwdriver. This is okay, and also maybe pencil, and then this paper knife, and then of course these flathead screwdrivers, and maybe this Phillips head also. But this is the most difficult part, because we have to keep that switch in this position, and then same time we have to remove that. Sometimes, like in my case, it opens, but not in this up position. Look, when I keep that my remote key in here, and then when I move that, now it actually comes up. But if there is any dirties, this part is difficult to take out, and that's we have to keep in that area. And maybe we need some another tool that will lift that key up. And this is first tricky one with this replace. But then the most trickiest one is that how we open that black cover in here, because in that Mercedes key we have to install like that key in this slot in here, and there is big tolerance in here that in what position I installed that. And let's look closer, because the right way is indirectly in between that area, in this way, directly when there is that upper hole in here, what we can see closer. And now when we look at closer area, it is really wide. It is wider than this my key. And this is the difficult thing, because like I do, I first press in that area, in this side, and it is wrong. And then in that area, it is also bad. Look, this area is bad in here, this side. That is bad, and then that is bad. But this central area, just in this middle, in here, what is this central part, like in this area? This is the right one, and I have to focus this my key, spare key, in directly in the central area, and then when I press that in, then it opens. And this is this most difficult part in this key opening, because I have to firstly remember always that this is just in this direct central. Look, now it is like in right position, and then when I press that, I have to now it is like wrong position, and now it's wrong, but this central area in here, now when I move that in here a little bit, then this part opens. Now it pop ups, look, this part. And we can look closer at that also. Okay, and now when we look at idea that I have to install this my key in just in this central position in here, in that way. Now it is in central, and then a little bit move in here. Then this cover opens, look. And now we can see that when I press, it is not in right position, now it is, and maybe, and now it actually flies away. Okay, and that means now that this is this most difficult part, that we remember to install this key in this central position. Look, in here, in that area. And now we can see, look that closer, that why this is so direct, this position. Okay, and now we can see that there is really this small slot in here. This area, just where now I install this key, that this is this target area, and I have to focus this my key in just in there. Now we can see that it goes in directly. And this is the most difficult part, because sometimes I can install that in this way and no anything happens, and then in that way, especially that way. And now I press, and that's if we use too much force, we can damage that our key. And remember, this our key we must see that in this position, and then it is right, because in that area we have this small plastic clip and this side in here, look, that area. And the idea is that we press this area directly a little bit in that way, and it moves just a little bit. And repeat that again. And now it opens. And this is the most difficult part. But now when we have made that, then we can continue to this battery replace. And for that opening, now we need some flathead screwdriver in that one, or then in this one, or then maybe also that sharp head paper knife, or then this one. And there is idea that I have to take my flathead screwdriver and install the screwdriver in that. There is just small position, look, in here, in that position, and then I only a little bit flip that, and then battery opens. And be carefully, because if we use too much force, we can damage these small metallic pins in here. And let's repeat that again. And now it's in position, and we go to look closer. Okay, and now this my screwdrivers, this flathead position, it must be installed in just in that side in here, and then small movement in deep, and then a little bit, and battery opens. Excellent. And now battery is away, and then next step is to purchase this new battery. And I recommend always to purchase high quality batteries like in that one. And this battery type is what we can purchase is any hardware store or supermarket, Walmart or anything store is this CR2025. And now I can write also that code in there that we remember CR2025. This is this type, what we need to purchase one of these, and like in that my case, Panasonic is excellent brand, what I can recommend, and also Duracell is good. Okay, and then when we have purchased this new battery, then we can look that how to install this new battery back. Okay, and then when we start to install this new battery, remember to keep always this battery in sides, in that way, not in this way. This is wrong way. And if we touch that in this way, then we have to clean that battery right away. And this cleaning happens so that we need cotton cloth and we polish and clean both sides carefully in that way. And then again, sides is this right way to move this battery. And then when I install that back, remember, rotate that firstly in here, and then there is this area where is this slope. I install this firstly in this way, look, this is the thing, in that way, and then I press that down. And then when we install that battery, remember to install that firstly in this 45 degree this angle, and then when it is in this position, then I only press that in down in this way. And now this battery is in right way and in right position, and then final step is to install this cover, and remember that you check that this area is okay, because this press this battery, and then that there are two of those teeth in here, and then that part, this locking pin is okay. And then firstly I install that in here, this is important, and again look, 45 degree angle, and then I press this finger in here, and then when that finger keeps that in here, next I have to press this area in hard way in this way. And we have to actually hear small sound, and let's go to listen that sound next. Okay, and now I repeat that and listen that sound what we have to heard. Okay, this is right. Now we heard that now it is well, and then we inspect that this cover, it must be in same plane like this other sides. And now this our battery replace is ready, and then we check that all buttons works well. And then of course, my friend, there is important to install this spare key back, and it happens so that I install that in this way in here, and I carefully press that in this position in down, and now this key is in that way in ready.